What up, YouTube? Texas Rob here. Fresh off my trip to the distilleries. I turned 50 in July. If you watched my last video, then you know. So, one of the ones we went to was Heaven Hill. If you've never been to Heaven Hill, go. It's awesome. And some of these distilleries, and I'm sure if you've been, you know, some of these distilleries you get to bottle your own bottle. Well, that's what we did at Heaven Hill, and it was fun. It was awesome, great experience. The people at Heaven Hill are super cool folks. The lady who was doing our tour and our tasting thing, God, she had to be in her 60s, and she loved bourbon, and so, you know, those kind of people are there. So my bottle that I picked was BERNHEIM, the wheat whiskey, and I'll tell you why. Not to be long drawn out, but I don't want to. I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you why, because I liked it, but I won't tell you about any of the other ones because I don't want to taint your opinion on it. I want you to go in, if you go there and you have your own opinion on it, I don't want to ruin it for you. So what I decided to do was I decided to get my regular BERNHEIM off the shelf. It's my 90 proof, 7 years that you can buy anywhere. This is a Heaven Hill product. BERNHEIM wheat whiskey. So my pick that I bottled and that I chose to bring home with me was their BERNHEIM that they had in the You Do Bourbon tour, or the You Do Bourbon experience that they have. This is 7 years and it's barrel proof and it's 127.6. And you get to put your name on there. I don't know if you can see it, but it says bottled by Texas Rob. And I bottled it on the 21st, so it's like 4 days after my birthday. But I tasted this in the tasting, and man, it is really awesome. But I figured I'd get my regular BERNHEIM and this and do a side-by-side because I'm curious. And that way I'll let you guys know. If you've not had any of the BERNHEIM, the wheat whiskey, it's pretty dang good. It really is. It's really smooth and it's just a damn good daily drinker. And I haven't had any of this in a hot minute. I haven't had a sip of this in a long time. So this is gonna be, I haven't had this since the day I tasted it on the 21st. I haven't opened it at all. We will get to open it together, but it's pretty good. Yeah, this is yeah. In my last video, you saw that Old Forester glass. It's a lot smaller. I wish I had it here for size, but it's probably like this small. And man, you get your nose right in there. Not that I don't like the bigger Glens. I like them all, but that little Old Forester, they call it Old Foe on the tour, fun tour. But it's like that. I mean, it's done. It's a 90 proof, and it's good. Really smooth. I mean, it's all there. It's just a great wheat whiskey. It really is. I mean, you can taste that wheat. You can taste the corn. It's good stuff. Nothing wrong with it at all. But at 90 proof, it's just 90 proof. This is a whole new level. That was a good cork pop right there. This, I will tell you this. So, in the You Do Bourbon tour, you can do Larceny barrel proof, and these barrel proofs, I believe, are distillery only. You can't get this barrel proof outside the distillery. Larceny barrel proof, which is I think it's a higher proof than what you can get the barrel proof for. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. You get the BERNHEIM. You get their Select Stock, which is actually a single malt whiskey, and it wasn't bad. And then they have Elijah Craig. Well, we all know Elijah Craig barrel proof is gonna be tops. It's gonna be tops, and it was. Now, why I didn't do Elijah barrel proof instead of this? Because I have one, and I didn't want to get a repeat. I wanted something I didn't have. while I have this regular Burnham, I don't have 127 proof Burnham. Plus, this was the highest, or was it? I think out of the 3 underneath Elijah Craig, this was the highest proof, so I went with that. Because I think the Larceny was 122. Tiff she bottled her own. She bottled a Larceny, but we bottled that for Old Raj, and we gave it to Old Raj. And I hope he's enjoying that. Because it was good. But this Burnham barrel proof, man, it's really good stuff. I might have to make this, my little cutting board, a permanent part of the show here if I film in the kitchen. Oh yeah, that just gets your nose right there, by God. Ooh, man, I'd hate to stick that in that old Forester cup and just hit that ethanol. Woo, tickle your nose hairs. And I don't have many left. I trimmed my nose hairs the other day, so man, it's going right through it. Whew. Yeah, that's citrus. I smell citrus for some reason. I'm on a citrus kick with this, which is fine. I'm fine with it. And it's kind of light. It looks like the same color, though. I mean, really, you put these 2 bottles together, it looks like they're literally the same color. And they're both 7 years old. Single barrel, small batch. Yeah, definitely smell that wheat, little corn in there, and that citrus. Got a little chocolate on that right at the end. Wow, good, but so much better, man. I'm telling you, the flavors are intense. No burn on the front. Not even a small hug. I guess a little small hug. I'm getting a good small hug on it. But the flavors are there. They're just intense. It's just like, to me, it didn't do nothing on the front of my tongue. Kind of went around the sides, and then the finish was good. Finish is, you can taste that wheat, little red weed in it, or it's just a little weed in it, a little chocolate. Yeah, that is, the Burnham's good, and that's why I picked it. I'm glad I picked it. I still don't regret not coming home with a Elijah Craig or nothing. I mean, like I said, Elijah Craig's great. Don't get me wrong. And the one we tried that day was phenomenal. It was good, but I had to put it alone. Like, I took the best, in my opinion. Sorry, I told you I wasn't going to tell you this. I took what I thought out of the Larceny, the Burnham, and the Select Stock. I took what I thought was the number 1 out of those 3. Would I put this up against Elijah? No, because I think Elijah is just going to be coming out on top every time, barrel proof to barrel proof. But this is good, and it probably is about the same price as Elijah. I can't remember what this was. I want to say it was I want to say it was $80 or something like that, and the Larceny barrel proof was 80, 79, 80, somewhere in there. But like I said, Tiff, she bottled that for Old Raj, and we put bottled by Tiffy for Old Raj. It was pretty cool. Good experience though. Totally recommend you guys go out there. Even if your wife's not into bourbon, take her. Go to make sure you go to Jim Beam, and if you go to Jim Beam, go eat at the kitchen. That's the kitchen table. That's their restaurant they have on site, and it is great. The service was great. The food was awesome. It was the first time me and Tiff ever tried grits, and this dish was in a bowl, and they had grits on the bottom, and they had brisket on top with a charred corn salad on top, and it was awesome. The corn was great. The grits were, and we weren't sure. We were like, we never had grits, and that's what it looked like we could share, along with the cheese and cracker platter. So it had pimento cheese, some crackers, and I forget the other cheeses that it had on it. But that was great. But the brisket and the grits were awesome. They went well together. The brown sauce that they had over the brisket went good with the grits. And like I said, the first time we ever had grits, and we liked it, so we got some, and now we're going to try them. So the brisket was good. The service... Oh, the presentation. Sorry, she's trying to tell me off screen. The presentation was good. And it was. Nice bowl, big deep bowl, had food in there. It was awesome. Yeah. See, now it's just like water to me. I love it. Man, the flavors are there. You get orange, you get some chocolate, get a little bit of that wheat in there that you can taste. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Whatever your flavor is, that's whatever your flavor is. Oh, nice Heaven Hill shirt too. Not sponsored, but hey, Heaven Hill, I'll take on sponsorship all day. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. They can sell their bourbon without me. That's for damn sure. Whatever you do, just go. It's so fun. Heaven Hill is only 20 minutes away from Jim Beam. So, and then Jim Beam's only 20 minutes from Louisville. You can stay in Louisville and drive to Heaven Hill and drive to Bardstown. It's not that far, folks. It really isn't. It's really just like you snap your fingers and you're there. Straight drive, you get off the interstate, or you get off the highway, and you turn left, and you're there at Jim Beam in no time. And then you come out of Jim Beam, you turn left, and you're at Heaven Hill in Bardstown. No time flat. It really isn't that far of a drive. Because I don't think there's a hotel in Claremont, or even on the way to Claremont, that I'd stay at. So I'd stay at one in Louisville. And plus, Louisville, where we stayed, we're like, literally, you can come out of the hotel, walk around to the back of the hotel, go a block, and you're on Whiskey Row. Everything's there. I want to go back. I'd love to go back and go to Peerless, Michter's, a bunch of other ones. Peerless, Michter's, those are two. I'd like to take the Louisville Slugger tour because we just went to the gift shop. That place was crowded as hell. Don't go there on a Friday. Just saying. But there's still tons more to do in Louisville that we didn't see. Oh, and I gotta tell you, the best place to eat in Louisville, Merle's Whiskey Kitchen. Dude, the food there is great. The service is awesome. Go to Merle's. That place is the bomb. And the prices aren't too stupid crazy. I think well worth it. I think it's well worth what you pay and what you get, and the service you get, and the staff there is great. Merle's Whiskey Kitchen, great place to go. And it's like literally right across the street from Old Forester. So you can go to Old Forester and you can come out and eat dinner over right across the street. You don't have to drive. You can pay to park there right by Merle's Whiskey Kitchen. It's $10 to park all day. Pay to park, folks. Don't get car towed. Pay to park. I'm just telling you that right now. Just go. Even if, like I said, even if your wife don't like bourbon, take her along with you. My wife doesn't like bourbon. She tried a couple of them. I'll give her props for that. But just go. It's a great experience. It's fun. Hopefully you get a great tour guide. All the ones we had were awesome, especially at Jim Beam. And I think I know I bought a couple of bottles at Jim Beam. One is just a white label, but we took our picture in a photo booth and we put our picture on the side of a white label bottle on Jim Beam. Anyway, it's fun, great. These two beautiful Heaven Hill expressions. I like both of them, but I'm a high proof whore, so I like my high proof more. There you go. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like I said, I'm just got back in July, and I'm just trying to get some videos put out there. I know it's been like 8 months since I filmed, so bear with me. I appreciate you sticking with me. Appreciate your patience, and we'll work through all these bottles, and then we'll get some more stuff going. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.